Rec League podcast. Tell your friends, tell your neighbors, tell your family, tell your haters. Available on Radio Public, Breaker, Stitcher, Spotify, and Google Podcasts. At Rec League Podcast on Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram. At Rec League Pod on Twitter. Episode 6 coming soon. Yo, whether you watching this from Facebook, Twitter, click the link in our Instagram, or YouTube itself. What up, world? So we just watched Venom. It is the new comic book movie, the first installment in what is being called Sony's Marvel Universe, even though, as far as I know, they only have the rights to Spider-Man related characters. It stars Tom Hardy, Michelle Williams, Riz Ahmed, Scott Hayes, Reed Scott, Jenny Slate, and Ron Cephas Jones. Is Bobby Fischer from Luke Cage. He's in This Is Us. I don't know how to pronounce his middle name exactly. It's directed by Ruben Fleischer, who has also directed Zombieland, 30 Minutes or Less, and Gangster Squad. If you want to get a shout out in my review of either Bad Times at the El Royale, Goosebumps 2, or First Man, stay tuned to the end of the video to figure out how you can do that. You got Eddie Brock, played by Tom Hardy, who is I wanted to say this in my thoughts, but it's just going to come out right now, man. Tom Hardy has always been dope at tiptoeing, geek culture and Oscar contenders. It's crazy. But Eddie Brock is a journalist in San Francisco, and he stumbles upon something that this facility is experimenting with and loses everything along the way, but gains a new friend. That's a good cryptic way to explain this movie. I don't think any trailer got me excited for this movie. It's a comic book movie, so I know I was going to see it. But like I said earlier, Tom Hardy, Dark Knight, Mad Max, but then The Revenant, Inception. Inception and Mad Max both tiptoe the line between stupid dope nerd movies, but they're Oscar contenders. You know what I'm saying? The Revenant is a brilliant Oscar contender. Dunkirk, brilliant Oscar contender that I need to rewatch. And here, he's fine as Eddie Brock. I guess his performance is getting praise. I can't say he's good in every movie. His voice bothered me. I didn't like his Eddie Brock voice. He sounded like a crack addict. I'm sorry. He sounded like he was a drug addict. And just he had I don't know, even that sounds kind of stereotypical or whatever, but he had this inflection in his voice that he sounded like he was tweaking and he just needed his next hit. And I thought the script was really weak. The dialogue was weak. You take off your face, your arms, and your legs, and you'll be a turd in the wind. I always thought the turd line was cheesy. Even in the trailers, I thought it was cheesy. It's a lot of the edgy, cool dialogue in this movie. It falls flat. I think Riz Ahmed was a serviceable villain, and if you haven't seen any trailers, his character goes further than just this rich evil scientist guy. And Riz Ahmed was dope in Star Wars Rogue One. He's good here too. I liked Michelle Williams, man. Michelle Williams is fine. And she is important to Eddie Brock. And she should have more to do if this movie gets sequels, if this universe actually happens. The fight scenes are good, the action is good. There was one the big fight at the end, the big third act action sequence just looked like two Rorschach tests fighting to the death. Some of the humor works, a lot more of it doesn't. I think Ruben Fleischer did a good job with this movie being the biggest budget he's ever had. Like Zombieland, 30 Minutes or Less, Gangster Squad, Venom. Like each movie has had a bigger budget, and like I don't think he's made a bad movie. There's a mid-credit scene which sets up a Venom 2, but they don't do anything in this movie to set up a cinematic universe with a Silver and Black movie, or with Black Cat getting her own movie, with Silver Sable getting her own movie, with Morbius getting his own movie. You think that there would have been some kind of allusion to like chicks dressed up as cats or vampires, but it really just, it really just explains the symbiotes, the multiple symbiotes that are in this movie. The mid-credit scene got me more excited than the whole movie did. Based on the mid-credit scene, I want to see a Venom 2. I could care less if Sony's Marvel Universe ends up being a success, because my thing is, how are you going to build a cinematic universe with all these Spider-Man characters and no Spider-Man, at least no Peter Parker? It's dumb to me. Like Sony is so thirsty to have their own comic book movie universe that, like, even I like Suicide Squad more than Venom. I don't dislike Venom. Like, I don't know how to, like, I'll talk myself into what I think about this movie, but even the DC extended universe, for those that hate it, it has multiple characters. You have Batman. You can pull from all the characters in Batman's world, Superman, etc., Flash, Wonder Woman, Aquaman, etc. That extended Aquaman clip was stupid dope, by the way. And then what Sony is trying to do is take one hero's gallery of characters and build a universe without the glue that holds it all together. It's like a Joker movie with no Batman. Wait a minute. But even the Todd Phillips Joaquin Phoenix Joker movie will be better than this. It's just, there is enjoyment to be had. I don't hate this movie when the Rotten Tomatoes score, because that too, like, this is more of like a podcast rant. But by now, people should understand that the Rotten Tomatoes percentage is the average percentage of the total reviews of positive reviews. Like Venom opened with like a 29. I think it's up to like a 32 now. But when it opened, 29% of critics liked Venom. Not one site thought that 29% of it was good. I don't think this is a good movie. I don't think it's Catwoman level bad as originally thought. There is mounds of room for improvement. Venom was good. The relationship between Eddie Brock and Venom was good, was the best part of the movie. And it's like Rampage. Like The Rock's best chemistry in that movie was with the CGI gorilla. Tom Hardy's best chemistry in this movie is with the CGI character that he's with. As soon as it absorbs him, as soon as he gets the Venom symbiote that they pronounce symbiote or symbiote. Jenny Slate was killing me in the trailers with that. But from that point, from the time Eddie Brock and Venom become a part of the same body, like, their back and forth is entertaining. It's an entertaining movie, man. It's not trash. It's not good. It's just there. So with all that being said, man, in my opinion, I will say that Venom is solid. Have you seen Venom? What did you think about Venom, man? Positive, negative, somewhere in between, man. Let me know. If you want that shout out in my review next weekend, whatever I post first, because I'm going to end up doing everything on the same day. How much will Venom make opening weekend? Be the first, be the closest, within $2 million, higher or lower. Get your guesses in. I've recently posted reviews for Smallfoot, Night School, and other September videos. I'm telling you, like, I blank every time now. Like, I can't remember my recent reviews. I got a review for A Star Is Born right around the corner next weekend. Bad Times at the El Royale, First Man, Goosebumps 2. And then the weekend after that is Halloween, like the main attraction to me in October. So like, subscribe, comment. Find me where you find me, man. Don't know where to find me. Watch these credits. Peace.